What's up, homies? Welcome back to Joe Main's Kitchen. It's been a while and we've missed you, so we're back. Today we are making taboon.
Taboon is a type of flatbread, usually cooked in a clay oven over rocks heated by a fire.
Hot.
Now, of course, as with any recipe, you can make substitutions. Sometimes we have to improvise.
The way Palestinians are right now, that they don't have access to medical aid, clean water, or food, because trucks with those essential things are being blocked from entering Gaza. But more on that later. For this recipe, we will need All right, homies. So our taboon is done. Thank you for your hard work. We appreciate it. Shall we try it now?
We shall.
Taboon. I'm like super
Taboon.
impressed with this.
Taboon.
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 10-10. We will have taboon again. We'll make it with something next time. Well, now that we have taboon down, Jermaine and I will be making more Palestinian food on the channel because we can. So make sure you like and subscribe to this video if you enjoyed it. If you would like to see more of my silly antics, you can follow me online at JosephPRuiz on everything. If you'd like to see more of this handsome fella, at Jermaine4Antonio or at Major Cosmetics on everything. See you next time.
I'm now in the south of Gaza Strip, and you hear the Zanane. You've heard the warcraft just minutes ago, and I can hear bombings the whole day. يا رب هاي كانت قريبة. وين هاي؟ This bombing was really close. That was really close.
Don't call yourself a free people, a free person, if you can't make changes, if you can't stop a genocide that is still ongoing since the first day. We are so close to be 100 days of murdering and genocide. So don't you call yourself a free person if you can't stop someone to kill someone else? Because what I witness here, that all the world is ruled by a people that no one in the whole world can say no to them, or that they can't stop them. So nobody shall call himself a free person if he's watching another human being getting murdered in front of him, a live show by a young photographer who's just coming to show the world that and he can't stop this. People call Montez like a hero, a superhero. Montez didn't choose this. Montez didn't want this. But I don't want you to justify what is happening or to forget about what is happening by calling someone a superhero and forget the people who are under like tons of rubble and they died there by a missile. Maybe you shared with your taxes to give it to the occupation.
Hey everyone, so a lot of you kept asking me about the donations and the humanitarian aid trucks that enter Gaza. Here you are the numbers of the humanitarian aid trucks that entered Gaza since the 7th of October. The total number was 5,294 aid trucks. 397 of them were medical supplies, 179 were hygiene tools, hygiene kits, 119 were tents, 211 were medicines, 59 were kitchen tools, 6 of them were for nylon, and nylon is used to build the tents. 53 were medical supplies but medical equipment. 94 were for clothes and shoes. 1 only was for the solar cells and other electrical equipment. 2,641 were for food. 2 were for bags. 81 for mattress. 833 for water. 205 for blankets. 205 for 205 ambulance vehicles, 1,896 tons of gas, 3,793 and 167 liters of fuel in general. So these are the numbers that entered Gaza in the past 88 days of genocide, keeping in mind that 1.9 million people are displaced and 2.3 million people are under this genocide without any source of income for 3 months. So this what entered Gaza in the past 88 days. Thanks. I know it's not the suitable time to talk about places and homes because people are losing their lives, people are being killed, But I want to talk about a place. I heard yesterday that my work, my office, I have an office to create content and shoot beautiful things about Gaza and about people in Gaza. And I heard yesterday that it was bombed, so I'm now going to see the place. Ya Allah. This place was my office, my second home, and for 2 years I did everything to build this place, and now it's destroyed with all my memories, with all my equipment, with all my work, with everything is just destroyed. Everyone, this is Bissam from Gaza. I'm still alive, and 2 million people are internally displaced in Gaza Strip. Half of them are in Rafah. So I'll show you now a typical tent/home in Al Mawasi area in Rafah. This tent, look there. This is the bathroom. These are the tools of the kitchen. There is the bicycle because there is no transportation or vehicles. Here is the solar cell, so they can at least generate some electricity for to charge a phone, for example. The laundry, the bedroom, and the kids. A baby bed there. If they want to have a new haircut, the barber is here between the tents. And these are the neighbors. Do you know what is the saddest part of this story? Is that these people don't know when they are going to go back to their homes and if they still have homes, because most of us do not know what happened to the homes and the streets and neighborhoods of our places. So these are the people of Gaza Strip now, leaving their warm homes full of joy and love to tents in the middle of nowhere, on the sands, in the cold. We never know when are we going back to our homes, and when is this gonna end, and if we will survive or not. That's it. Salam. So these are not fireworks. These are flames, or as we say in Arabic, قنابل ضوء. So these are dropped by the Israeli warcrafts over the places that will be bombed during the night. So now we predict that these places will be bombed during the night after lightening the sky, or the sky there, like this.
So I know y'all watched Make the Stallion on Good Morning America this morning. But let me tell y'all what y'all didn't know. This is Lama. She's 9 years old. She's at the Rafah crossing between Palestine and Egypt. Her father works for Al Jazeera, and they have been pretty much ignoring all of us tagging and sharing the fact that her family wants to get across the border to safety. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the situation in terms of the border at Egypt, they are charging people to be able to cross the border. So we, those of us with voices and platforms and the accessibility to devices, are asking that we continuously tag Al Jazeera English to help this baby and her family get to safety. Thousands of people have been unalived throughout the course of this whole thing. And on a very minute level, we can do what we need to do to try to help this family to get across the border. So all I'm asking is that you tag Al Jazeera English, and let it be known that we will not stop. And that with their resources, they can help this baby girl and her family to get to safety in Egypt, which is the least that any of us can do.
I just saw a video on Twitter of like this boy who lost his whole family. His whole family died. He's Palestinian. His whole family died. He had blood on his face. I assume they had, based off the video, it seemed like they had just died. and he was looking into the camera, and he was talking about how they were gone, his mom and his sisters were martyrs, and he was like, Netanyahu, I'm going to get you, right? And the caption of the video was like, this is how resistance fighters are created. And this is what I will never ever understand. Put yourself in that position. Let's say somebody came, took your whole family, and you're still alive. They killed your whole family, you're still alive. Realistically, what are you doing? If that happens to me, I'm spending every moment for the rest of my life until I'm done. I'm taking you out. Duh. Like, that's the most real. Like, all of us are doing that. You took my whole family for no reason. Of course I'm getting you back. And so what I don't understand is, even with this logic, this logic is exactly what Israel's been using as their that's exactly what their argument has been, right? Their whole thing has been, they attacked first on October 7th, and this is like retaliation. This is defense of we're protecting ourselves by doing this because they attacked first. They're using this exact same logic, but then they have the audacity to be like, do you condemn Hamas? Do you condemn Hamas? I condemn Israel. That's it. All I know, all I'm condemning is Israel and America and all the other countries that have voted against the ceasefire.
Hey everyone, have you ever thought about the people with disabilities in Gaza? I mean, those people with disability in the hearing, how can they hear the bombings and just escape? Those who cannot move, those who cannot see the road in front of them, how can they escape? How can they just survive this? Okay, so during the past 2 days, I've been hearing more and more stories. One of them was on X, and a girl was talking about an old woman. She was blind and she was killed during a bombing on the neighborhood that they're living in. And another friend yesterday, he's deaf, and he was talking about those people who were killed. Some of his neighbors were killed because they did not hear the Israeli soldiers warning them. So, yeah, no one is safe in Gaza. You can just see the video of this friend, and I'll be translating his signs. Okay. تمام. إلى فرض وطلب يا ساتر. الآن نحن في جنوب قطاع غزة مثلا، وهذا القصف قريب من جنوب. في خان يونس. كلما كنا عن قرب قادرين على طلب وقف إطلاق النار والهدنة في قطاع غزة.
Today is Saturday. According to multiple credible reports coming from both Lebanese TV and the Blue and White Countries television on Thursday, today was supposed to be the day that a hostage negotiation and a ceasefire deal would have been officially announced. But nothing has come out so far. So what happened? Well, this is because Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu has two things on the deal that he is not abiding by. The first one happens to do with the ceasefire. So Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu wants a temporary truce and not a permanent ceasefire, which is apparently frustrating everyone at the negotiating table, even Washington, and even the person, David Beria, who is the head of the Mossad chief, who is also negotiating on behalf of the Blue and White Country, apparently is no longer in speaking terms with Bibi Netanyahu. But the second most important term that Bibi Netanyahu is against is the release of this man, one Marwan Barghouti, who is hailed as the Palestinian Nelson Mandela. So as part of the hostage exchanges, the age group is saying they want Marwan Barghouti, who's actually a member of Fatah, a different political entity, to be released in the hostage negotiation. But the Blue and White Country, especially Benjamin Netanyahu, doesn't want to do that because there are also fears that from the Blue and White Country, if Marwan Barghouti is released, that he could garner political support not only in Palestine, he's already popular there, but internationally he could also be the leader, the recognized leader of Palestine, and that's something that's a red line for Bibi. But if you look at mainstream media, and this is news is going to come out, there's already a few articles, they're going to say the negotiations fell apart or haven't been announced yet because of infighting in the age group. Don't believe any of that, and just use your common sense. Who wins if this conflict is ongoing? Is it Washington? Is it the people of Palestine? Is it the people of the blue and white country? Or is it someone who's trying desperately to hold on to his prime minister's chair?
How about your dreams? The dreams that Motaz had before this war, before all this started, have they changed?
Yeah, I lost interest in my dreams.
You lost interest in your dreams?
Because everything I see, or even like getting a new camera for me was a dream. To travel, I don't care, because I have to live a normal life after what I saw, after what I lost. How to enjoy a moment in this life after a dear friends that I lost. I was spending a lot of time with them. The places that I was going to in Gaza, the cafes, the beach, everywhere is destroyed. Everywhere in Gaza is destroyed. Lost a lot of people. So I keep feeling guilty for anything. For the clean water I drink now here, for sitting maybe in a nice couch. No drones above in my head trying to kill me. I'm not seeing human parts after the Israeli airstrike. Not seeing destruction. I feel guilty for all of this. I wish all my people to live like what I see now in that world. So my brain will stay there till Gaza is back to life.